I chose to take the world over. Look up.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Hey yo, 30 years later, Illmatic was dropped. Yeah, man, what the am I doing?
Hey yo, Prim, chill. I got the rhymes, you got the beats.
Alright.
30 years later, we back in the streets, we back in the lab.
Alright then. Let's go, Nas.
It's time. It's album time. Yeah.
It's time.
It's time. Black is time.
Premiere album still gonna happen.
Our coverage of the NFL has once again brought us to beautiful South America and one of the largest cities on the planet. You are looking live at Sao Paulo, Brazil, which first hosted the NFL back in 2024, and not surprisingly has rolled out the red carpet for us once again. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And away we go, here in Sao Paulo. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Working quickly here.
Henley on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. 37-yard line.
This is Walker on 2nd. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You want to drain some of the excitements of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Pistol now for Mahomes. Diving right side, got it! They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Motion man sent left. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Second and 10, still at the 28. Running back motions right. The first carry now, Rashawn Smith. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Tuli Pulotu in for the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
15. Yellow.
To the air on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Harrison Butker for the Chiefs field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
Butker knocks it through. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
Even if it's not a touchdown, well, you're happy to see the offense produce points in the first trip out there this season. For a kicker, kind of nice to start 1 for 1 as well.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Let's take this at the 10. Making some progress here. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
34-yard line.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Right to the air is Herbert. He's going to push one deep down the right. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send him back to the line for 2nd. That's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yep.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10.
21.
Back to the air, Herbert. That one's complete, Amari on Hampton. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. It was the rookie from LSU that time on the tackle.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Herbert on 1st down. McConkey's got it again. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers pull ahead 6-3 in the 1st. Glenn McConkey with a touchdown. Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Get off with his aim, but that point after is good. And the Chargers one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going deep. This is caught inside the 15. The Chiefs take the lead on the first play of the drive. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs push their lead to 3.
Chargers 7. Harrison Butker and kickoff for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 9. He's got a lead up past the 30. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33.
33-yard line.
Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. 2nd down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
It's Hampton on 2nd. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Hey, ram.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Completed to his running back. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 48-yard line.
Coleman trips right.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's going to be blocked out after reaching the 43. Give him 5 on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Go. Kappa. Set.
1st and 10. Herbert. He rolls to his right. Finds his fullback. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. They get 23 on that one. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down. It's the end of the 1st in this AFC West showdown. The Chiefs in control so far. We'll return with more NFL action right after this. Chargers ball as we get back for the 2nd, and they are thinking points. Shotgun give to Hampton. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down. Working quickly here.
14-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Go.
Again, it's Hampton. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Defense was clearly focused on taking away the pass in that RPO scheme offensively. It's so good when you get the job done and you get a chunk run on RPO. That's setting you up for some success.
Set.
Herbert from the gun. And he's going to have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers take a 2nd quarter lead. Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the upright. And the Chargers take a 4-point lead.
Chargers 14. Chiefs 10.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return starts from the goal line. Oh, he lost it on the hit! And they now lead by 10. Step 1 is just making the hit, Brock. Step 2, trying to knock the football out with that hit, and they were even fortunate enough to get to step 3, weren't they? Taking that fumble all the way back for a touchdown.
And just like I love you, Troy. A unit that doesn't get to celebrate in the end zone all too often, they will welcome the chance to be the guys running it in for a change. Cue up the group celebration, and boys, go enjoy the moment.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Play action, Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Hand off to Walker from the gun. All the way across near the field before he's brought down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Attack! Hey, 43, 15.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Left side is caught by Rice. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Teammates notice when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, but when they go back and watch that play on tape.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Back to Rice, caught again. And he stopped cold at the spot. We will keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All set to go now from the 35.
Fight on these two. Right side.
Walker on 1st down. He has room past the 25. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
All set now, 1st and 10. Dive play straight ahead. Keeps it moving. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs making a 1-score game in the 1st half. Butker to try the point after. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff.
Harrison Butker in a kickoff for Kansas City.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. He's got the squiver. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
At their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Throwing on 1st is Herbert. This is a heater going deep. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers drive their lead to 11. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return starts at the 3. He stopped on the run back of the 27. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Out left, Worthy makes the grab. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Second and 3 now.
15.
Back to throw, Mahomes. That's caught at the 4. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Just need 2 more yards that they couldn't get on that last play. Here's 1st and goal. Throwing again, Mahomes. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams to field goals, you've got a great chance to win.
Couldn't pick up anything, and now he brings up 3rd and goal from the 2.
When you get stuff like that on a 2nd down run, the focus kind of shifts from getting a 1st down, just giving your punter enough room to get the ball out.
Kept out so far, need to find a couple more yards here on 3rd and goal.
Yellow.
Trying to throw this from the gun. And this is going to be a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs make it a 1-score game before halftime. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs cut the lead down to 4.
28. Chiefs 24.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Darius Davis to return it. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30.
At their own 27-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Couldn't make the connection, was looking for Ladd McConkey. So that brings up 2nd down.
10.
They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or what make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Let's see what they draw up on these 3rd and 7. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Third down, they need 7. They'll air it out on 3rd. Short pass brought in. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Trying with Hampton. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
The beauty of that execution, Kate, is he didn't even know he was going to get the ball there on 4th down in that RPO. So extra credit for the focus and even more so for the conversion.
Lion. They were tight. Hey, easy. We'll go orange.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Back to the air, Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long. Third and long for him here. Flushed out of the pocket. Rolling and takes a deep shot down the middle. So the heave knocked away from the intended target. That brings up 4th down.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. Right, they want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They've got 1st down here, but just 18 seconds to work with.
Yellow.
They kick the running back in motion.
Hero 15.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. They connect underneath touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. A costly unforced error, and they get flagged for roughing the kicker.
Harrison Butker and a kickoff for Kansas City.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Power squib kick is taken in. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. Headed out right. Looking this fullback now. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Looking to throw. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Picked off by Kader Kohu. And the Chiefs are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Harrison Butker and a kickoff for Kansas City.
The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. On return, here comes... Oh, baby, he gets rocked and the ball is out. And they steal it back on the return. Well, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. It kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach right at a young age. You're always coaching those guys. Hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you every single pitch. The ball's going to come to you. And these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind every time is my chance to make a play. And they just did.
They get this all the way to the 25 before they stop it.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Chiefs.
This one won't be reeled in, but they had that green light to take the shot, and they did. Looked like somebody on the defense jumped the snap. Offsides call helps him out. It's only 5 yards to go now on first down.
Yellow.
Pistol now for Mahomes. It's caught at the 4. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs grow the lead coming out of halftime.
Kansas City. Harrison
Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Harrison Butker and a kickoff for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or 2 short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Herbert on first down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Has it downfield working the left. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers start the second half with some needed points.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. You could feel the swell of excitement. Whenever they take a deep shot, it's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
35.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Return starts from the goal line. Returnable from near the end zone. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Trying for the deep ball. Brought in inside the 20. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Bails out of the pocket quick. To the end zone, but incomplete. Took their shot there on 1st down, Brock, but don't come away with any points just yet.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
From the pistol, give here to Walker. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs make it a 9-point advantage. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs make it a 10-point ball game. Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Complete here to Hinton. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Offense to the line fast.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
5-9.
Throwing now, Herbert. Throw is there for Rondé Ganson. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
First and 10, Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast.
It's second down.
Back to throw. Here's Herbert. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Baylor tight. Run.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. Put some heat on this deep ball. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
New set of downs from 37.
Hey, 43, 43.
Now they send their back in motion right. First down throw, Mahomes. He has it at the 5. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs parlay the interception into points. Travis Kelce the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs take a 3-possession lead.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. A little revenge from the coverage team there after they gave up a pretty nice run back.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Back to work after throwing the pick. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. Herbert. Chased out to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Offense in the hurry up here.
A loss of 6 yards. And it's third down.
On third down, Herbert. He's got it deep downfield. And he takes it down to the 33. This play goes for 36. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
If only every completion could get that kind of result. That's good enough to knock a defense flat on its back.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Fits it through the middle. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers shrinking the lead some in the third. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Case, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Return starts from the goal line. to the second off just beyond their own 20. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Rob flat. First guy he met. No gain on that first down run. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Yellow. Easy. Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Now he just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
So the grounding backs him up and wipes away 2nd down. A very tough 3rd down play here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it.
Formation for the Chiefs.
And this one will careen out of bounds, just into enemy territory there.
At their own 46-yard line.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Lions. Hey, ram. Set.
Herbert now off the play fake. He puts some juice on it deep. It connects on the deep shot. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
By his fullback behind the line. And he's going to be hit, set after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the gun. Here's Hampton. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Been gained on 2nd down. There's the hurry up here.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Kicked well, and this is good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. It really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. Got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
And he's well across the 45, almost all the way to midfield before going out.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Running back sent in motion. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. He's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Now Mahomes will hang on to it. They pitch it out to him here. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
1st down, Chiefs.
Yellow.
They kick the running back in motion. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. That's brought in, it's his back, Rashard Smith. And this is going to be just what this defense ordered. A great play to back these guys up, shift the momentum a little here in the 4th.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Easy. Yellow. 15.
Man in motion, headed right. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He's got it near the 10. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Walker now from the gun. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
To the air, Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, that's what I call an absolute no-no. I mean, that just can't happen down here in the red zone. You've got to find a way to get rid of the football because now you're not only outside the red zone and you put some points that you thought were a guarantee with either a touchdown or field goal, now a little bit in limbo.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Tight end in motion left. He's back to throw. He's got it at the 5. And this is down all the way to the 3. Look at him. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. Running back motions right. They look to throw it. And that is the Jets that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown! That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. Butker on now to kick this one away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Forced out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
We'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. Second and 10. Herbert trying again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away.
Third down.
Looking to throw it. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And that's really one of the only things this offense couldn't afford to see happen, Brock. It's 4th and long.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in a game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. Maybe a bit of desperation here. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Intercepted. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. There's a dive up the middle. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. They'll give up the gut to Walker. He had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Six yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
43! 43! Yellow! Yellow, yellow! 15, 15! 57! Attack, attack!
3rd and long. They're going to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
The lead looks safe, but the penalty's staying down. They're going for this. Mahomes to throw for it. That's cut beyond the marker. And he has the Chiefs first down there, Brock, and the celebration can begin as they can run out the clock now on this one.
When you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw, and without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
And he will not get to the end zone on our final play as the stop is made in time, and we're out of time in this game. So score this a win for the Chiefs. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say ciao from Sao Paulo.